And what are you going to invest in? What types of things?
Right now, I like cash. We're gonna invest. Well, that's personally. The fund is going to be a CTA fund. It's quantitatively driven, systematic fund that's run with economic fundamental indicators. So it's not a traditional quant fund that's based on momentum models and multivariate market factors. It's the signals are generated from economic fundamentals. We're going to express our bets in stock indices, future stock indices, future currency markets, future bond index markets, and commodities. So it's going to be a product that can get up to 10 to 50 billion because it's very liquid, and it's primarily geared at being not correlated to equities, U.S. equities, and giving about a 1.1 to 1.2 alpha return. So it's kind of a steady eddy fund that over time compounds money. We're looking for 15% return with 15% volatility. So it's kind of some years the model has shown it's up big, some years it's up small, but over time it just grows, and it's independent of the human factor. It's all generated by economic models, and right now, and the thing we like about it too is it does not trade in and out of things daily. The trades are put on. Average trade hold length is 3 months, 3 to 6 months. So it's not a trading strategy. It's an investing strategy.
Okay, very exciting. The book is Cause Unknown: The Epidemic of Sudden Deaths in 2021 and 2022. And what's the best way for them to follow you on Twitter? Is that best?
Twitter and Getter. So Twitter is at Dowd Edward, DOWD Edward, and Getter at Edward Dowd. And also, all of our vaccine humanity project research is at PhinanceTechnologies.com, spelled with a PH.
And again, if this is your first time you're hearing about Ed, I mean, just dive into these numbers, because you can't argue with something being this many standard devs out. I mean, it's just data. And the data is overwhelmingly telling you from many different angles that something happened in 21 and 22 to drastically affect a healthy population and the economy, et cetera. And I just love how you present this, because without all the other thoughts and opinions of this, you just point it and say, okay, explain this. Can anyone explain this? And like you said, it would be a pandemic on its own if it was ever just focused on by mainstream media the way that COVID was in 2020. And again, I challenge anybody to just go do that stuff. Ed, just any final thoughts, and just really appreciate everything you're doing there. You really come at for this a super valuable angle. So just thanks for everything you do.
Yeah, no problem. And thank you for having me. Final thoughts. Look, it's going to be turbulent and kind of weird the next 6 to 24 months. And my biggest piece of advice is don't be in fear. The world isn't ending. It's just changing, and be the change you want to be. Get involved. However that is, manifest change. Don't sit around waiting for people to take care of it for you. And make your voice heard. Tell a neighbor what's really going on. Tell a friend, tell a loved one. You can use the book as one way of doing it. You can use Brian's London Real videos. Just get this information in front of people, because intuitively, deep down, many people know something's off and they may not be aware of it. And the more people we can make aware of what's going on, the less fear there will be. And when we have less fear, there's less control, because that's how they control people, through fear. Because when fear happens, you go into anxiety and depression, your critical thinking skills are turned off, and you become ill. That's just how it happens. So don't do that. It's going to be okay.
That's the best advice you can give anybody, Ed. It's a line from our documentary that's coming up, is that fear is the weapon that they use to keep you oppressed. And that's what they dealt with. They were fear dealers all in 20 and 21 and 22, and they got everybody to make these irrational decisions. So if you can do anything, just find a way to manage that through a physical practice, meditation practice, information practice, community practice, and be prepared for things to scare you in the future. And be prepared to just realize that actually it's going to be okay. We are going to find solutions, and that's the best advice. So thanks for that, Ed. Appreciate that. Wishing you all the best down in Perth. I will get out to see you in Hawaii at some point, and let's definitely have you back on again in the future and check in. Really appreciate everything you do.
Thank you so much, Brian. Awesome to be here again.
So Jim Rickards has just recorded a video that's not available to anyone in the public, and he's going to be talking about how this upcoming recession is going to be fast, it's going to be bloody, it's going to be nasty. But at the same time, he's going to show you how you can position yourself to profit from all of this chaos. Now, we've made this video only available to our viewers. Go to londonreal.tv/Jim. Watch that immediately. I can't say enough good things about Jim Rickards. He understands the global economic system better than any guest I've ever had on London Real. His predictions are almost uncannily true, and you can learn how to profit from his vision, from his expertise, and his understanding of economics. So go to londonreal.tv/Jim or click the link below. It's an excellent, excellent look on what's going to happen in the future and how you can position yourself to profit from that. Jim is one of the best in the business, one of my favorite guests on London Real, and he's very, very good at predicting the future and showing us all to profit from it. So click the link, and I hope you enjoy. Hey, do you want to profit from crypto? Then join my DeFi Academy. The Crypto DeFi Academy will help you create generational wealth. But don't take my word for it. Listen to my students.
When I first got into crypto, I remember thinking to myself, I need to learn more. Brian Rose, learning crypto, learning DeFi, gotta do it.
I am so grateful that I jumped in and did this. I had to break through some limiting beliefs that I can do this, that I can afford this, that I can be in this.
It challenges the things that are deeply rooted within us.
Joining DeFi Academy has been one of the best decisions I have made on my blockchain journey.
This course was a life changer, a game changer, a huge eye-opener, coming from knowing practically nothing at the speed of the learning over 4 weeks was just fantastic.
The information you provided in this class was invaluable.
I feel far more confident in my next steps.
You took complex concepts and made them easier to understand.
What's different than so many other ones is it just doesn't tell you what to do. It actually makes you do it.
This is for people who are serious about becoming traders. This is the way it should be done.
I realized from this learning experience again that it is not about what you learn, but about who you learn it from.
The energy was insane. I've never experienced such incredible energy on a live call. Brian Rose, you are a legend, my friend.
It's the only thing in the market where you can get all information and learn everything what you need to know.
Everything is so clear and so well done, and I'm just forever grateful for this program.
It made me feel so much more confident about crypto than I did before.
I did not anticipate how passionate I was going to become about it.
It's also been like a big learning experience for me, not just in the crypto space, but just an overall balance of life.
What I've learned is, how to take ownership, of my life in a way that I really hadn't before.
Yeah, you can't put a price on that, really.
I would recommend it to anybody, top notch.
Excellence does not come cheap. So if you want excellence, you got to pay for it, but it's so worth it.
Pull the trigger. That's what this course is about.
You're not going to regret it, really. It's amazing.
Thank you, Brian and team.
So what are you waiting for? Crypto is happening now. Click the link below, submit your application, and let me mentor you on how to create generational wealth and build the decentralized financial infrastructure of the future.